Namaste, DDs. My name is Sherry Sutton, and I am your marketing mentor. So excited to be here today. I see that I'm a little laggy, so I'm going to close down a few things on my end, and hopefully that will help. Okay. Hello. How is everybody today? All right. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about a marketing plan. And now it looks like there I am. Okay. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Today, I wanted to talk to you about what is included in a marketing plan. So I was just talking to a client and they're like, I know I need to grow my business. I just am not totally sure how to do that. And that's exactly what your marketing plan does for you. So marketing has multiple components to it, right? We often, when we think of marketing, we think of just one aspect of marketing, and that's the promotional side of things. But really, marketing is made up of what's called 4 Ps, right? So it's product. So what is the product suite that you're going to offer, right? What are the things that you're going to offer? How are you going to offer them? How are they going to be bundled together? How do you make sure that they are clearly differentiated from everything else on the market? The second thing that is included is pricing. So how are you going to price yourself to be competitive, but to also price yourself for a profit, understanding how much money you need to spend to bring in new clients and to create the products themselves, right? Because if we're not making a profit, there's no point in doing any of this stuff, right? The third thing is what's called placement. And placement is, where are you going to offer these products? So, and that sounds sometimes it sounds kind of obvious, but not always, right? Think about me, right? I'm a marketing coach. I can talk to people either one-on-one on Zoom. I could do only in-person seminars, right? In one area, I could travel all over the country doing different seminars. There's lots of different ways you can sell your products. Think about somebody, I have a girlfriend, Deborah, who makes these amazing hats, right? So how could she sell? Well, there's lots of different places that she could sell, right? She could go to farmers market. She could try to get in a retail store. She could open her own retail store. So that's all part of marketing. So it's product, price, placement, and promotion. And that's what most of us think about when we think about marketing. Promotion is the part of, how do I get the word out there, right? Am I going to run ads? Am I going to do SEO? Am I going to, what's my website going to look like? All of those things. So essentially, all of those things need to be included in your overall marketing plan. So I have put together a 5-stage approach to doing a marketing plan, and I do this with all of my one-on-one clients. I have a couple different options. One, you can just do your marketing plan. The others, we actually work together for like 6 whole months doing this and really diving in and really diving into your business we talk every single week. Really, we end up talking pretty much every single day. So that 5-part plan is this. The first one is you got to start with your goals, right? What do you want this business to look like, right? Both emotionally and just how much money do you want to make? How big of an impact do you want to have? You have to start from your goals. Otherwise, you're like, I don't know. I'd like to, maybe make some sort of an impact. You have to have something written down that is clearly actionable, clearly measurable, right? There's a whole thing called SMART goals. I'll do another session on that another day. But the first thing you want to start with is goals. The second thing is what I call rooting. And this is where we really spend a lot of time working on identifying your mission, your vision, your values. Why are you doing this thing? Because when you're an entrepreneur, it's so challenging to do all the things that we need to do, right? It is an exhausting job. It's the best job ever, but it is pretty exhausting. So you want to have a very deeply rooted mission and vision and values that you can come back to on those days that you're having a rough day. So that's the second thing. The third thing is service. And what I mean by service is, who are you going to serve with your business, right? You have to not only say, oh, well, I'm going to serve everyone, right? You have to have a very specific niche of people. And the reason why this is important, because you need to understand where they are now and where they want to be, because that's what marketing does, right? Marketing, the best marketing messages they take people on a journey from where they are now to where they want to be. Really, all aspects of marketing. Your whole business is designed around what's your customer problem and how do I solve it, right? And if you're not solving a customer problem, you don't have a business. That is the only reason we're in business, is to solve someone's problems. So we really need to understand them and where they're at now. And so one of the things that I have when you do your marketing plan with me is a whole series of questions that we ask, and worksheets and all of that, where we really dive in. We even talk about, like, where do they shop and where do they hang out, right? You really, really want to understand your audience, and not in a way of like, oh, I just work with women, or oh, I work with this, right? You really want to understand who they are, because if you don't understand their pain points, you're not going to know how to create products that sell to them. The fourth thing we do in marketing planning is differentiation. So now that you've talked a little bit about, okay, here's what I want to do in the world, right? Here are my goals. Here's who I want to serve. Now we talk about differentiation and what products are we going to offer to people, and how are those products going to be different, right? How are they going to be different from everything else that's out on the market? And I did a master class a few weeks ago on differentiation. If you're interested in that, send me a direct message and I'll send it over to you. But it's this incredible class on how to stand out from the crowd, because you really need to think about that, not only when it comes to your marketing messages, right? The things that you say to people, but in your actual product itself, right? Because sometimes the differentiator is the product or the placement, right? Where you find it, or the price. And sometimes it's the promotion as well. But you need to think about, how are you going to differentiate yourself first when it comes to all of those things, and really kind of honing in on that overall strategy. What makes sense? What doesn't? What are the levers you can pull? Those types of things. So that's the fourth section. And then the fifth section is what we generally think about when we think about marketing, is attraction. How am I going to get all of these people to come in and buy my products, be attracted to what I'm selling, and ultimately, right, do what is the hardest thing for many of us to do, which is separate ourselves from our time and our money. Right? The only reason why we're going to do that is the benefit that we see out of that is so much more than the actual cost. So that's a lot, right? There's 5 things that are in a marketing plan. The first, we talk about your goals. The second, we really root in on why are you doing what you're doing. The third is, who do you want to serve? The fourth is, how are you going to differentiate yourself? What's your product suite going to be, and how is it going to be different? And then the fifth thing is, how are you going to attract your clients? So that's it, right? Easy. It's a super involved process. If you're looking at me, or looking at this video of me right now going, what are you talking about? I totally get it. I've been there. I understand. I have made these kind of marketing plans for all kinds of companies of all different sizes for over 25 years. I've perfected the way to do this over time, both for my own businesses as well as for others. So if this all sounds amazing and it's exactly what you need, but you're not totally sure how to do it yourself, which I totally get, unless you're like me and have like an MBA and a master's in marketing, and I went to, Yale for digital marketing, and I've been doing this for 25 years. So I learned this, right? It took all that education just to learn how to do this. But if that's not your thing, then give me a holler. I'd be happy to go through this whole process with you. Again, we have 2 different options. One is called the Growth Hack Game Plan. And that's where we actually just go through all of the things we just talked about. And we usually spend sometimes one kind of full day. Sometimes we break it into 2 different days, and we really dive in and dissect all of these different aspects of your business. And that's really great for people who are like, look, I just need a plan. I just need to know where I'm going, and then I'm going to figure everything else out later, right? I want to know, maybe I'll hire an agency later. Maybe I'll build a new website. Maybe I'll hire social media, but I just want to make sure I have the plan right now. So you can start with that growth hack game plan. And then depending on kind of where you are, we have the growth accelerator program. And that's where you work with me one-on-one for 6 whole months. We not only go through and do this entire plan for you, but we then meet every single week or every other week. And I sit right there with you as your business bestie and your marketing mentor, and I help you figure out exactly the things you're going to do to grow your business based on the strategy that we put together, right? And based on the metrics that are coming out of that, right? Are sales going up? How's your profitability? Are people seeing, the marketing that you're doing? If not, what are the things we can do to readjust, right? Because we're always readjusting in business. So even though you create a plan, sometimes, and always, not even sometimes, always, you're going to need to reevaluate once the metrics start coming in, right? Once you know if it's working or not. So we'll work together for a full 6 months doing exactly that, helping you to do all the things you need to do to make marketing magic and to blow up your business. Or if you need some help, so you want to, let's say you want to get some help for social media, or you need some help copywriting or whatever, I have a whole collective of amazing female entrepreneurs that I can hook you up with. I'm even happy to help you manage them. They've all got really good preferential pricing with me and all of that. So I can hook you up from that perspective as well. So we will completely take care of you when it comes to your marketing, both the strategy and the execution. I'll be there with you side by side. And that again is called the Growth Accelerator Program. So whether you just want to plan and need the growth hack game plan, or you want to really accelerate your business with a mentor who works with you on an ongoing basis, so the Growth Accelerator Program, I'm your girl. Give me a holler, send me a direct message, reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram is DiDi.marketing.collective, or you can direct message me at any of the places. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm so excited. I'm about to get on a plane. I am headed to Denver for the Polka Dot Powerhouse annual meeting. It is one of my favorite networking groups. And so I'm super excited to spend the weekend hanging out with other high-powered female entrepreneurs. And I will bring back all of the great lessons that I learned that weekend and share them with you over the next few weeks. I hope you have a great day. Mwah. Bye.